Awesome. So now that we have this, why don't we do something regarding the application? So let's say we wouldn't want the user to see the content of the application until they are logged in. So the user exists, but it's not logged in yet, right? We just created it. All right, so to do that, hide that, okay, and go to app.view. And let's say that we only want this router view to display if there's a user logged in. Okay, so for that, we're gonna need not only a greeting here, but a user. And by default, there's no user. Okay, so this is the behavior we want. Nothing displayed until we have a proper user logged in. All right, so let's get a hold of a lifecycle hook from Vue, which is created. And in here, we want to assign this.user, the user that is logged in. So what we're doing here is we are asking Meteor for the user. This is going to be available to the application now. The user method will call and say what is the current user, and then we can assign that to this data user over here. Before we do that though, we need to import Meteor. I'm going to do that here. And there's a little bit of a caveat here. So let's say that we also have a logged in user here. So I'm not going to create the UI just yet. I'm going to do MeteorLoginWithPassword, and I'm passing in my username as well as my password. I think this is it. All right. At this point, we can call that Meteor user, and you can tell this is my user, the one we created. But let's say that we also want to see what this user is right now. I'm going to refresh the page, and you'll notice an undefined here. The reason for this is that the meteor.user call is a reactive source, but this is on the Meteor side, so that means we need to let Meteor wait for it and know that this is available. So we can't just call it like that. We actually need something special to make Meteor wait for it, and that is tracker. Okay, so we need to bring in tracker. And what we need to do now is wrap everything within the auto run method. All right, so I'm going to refresh the page once more, and you'll notice that we now get the object down here. All right, and at the same time, you can also tell that we have our contents being displayed, because user is no longer a falsy value and rather a truthy one, being an object. Awesome. So let's try to log out the user now. And there we go. So login, user appears, the contents come back, and then when we log out, they go away.